Good evening and welcome to the Saturday Night Net of the Ozarks Amateur Radio Society. This net I call on the first Saturday of the month at 7 p.m. on this frequency of 146.460, no PL tone and no offset. My name is Sean and my call sign is KE0MAD, Kilo Echo Zero, Mike Alpha Delta. While this is not an emergency net, if anyone has any emergency traffic, please call break. Does anybody have any emergency traffic? Call now. Okay, hearing none. Our goal with this Simplex net is to reach as far out into the Ozarks listening area as possible, testing the effectiveness of our stations and radio-to-radio contact without the use of a repeater. So let's begin tonight's Simplex net. I'll be using net logger for check-ins on this net, and anyone who wishes to can check in early by monitoring the Oars Simplex net there. The Ozarks Amateur Radio Society meets the second Saturday of the month at the Happy House Restaurant in Monette, Missouri. The meeting's at 7 p.m., but everyone is welcome to come at 6 p.m. to eat and enjoy some good conversation. Individuals pay for their own meal, but you do not have to eat to attend. You also do not have to be a ham to attend. Everyone is welcome, including family members and those interested in amateur radio. The next meeting at the Happy House will be Saturday, March 11th. The Oars Ham Fest is Saturday, March 25th, starting at 8 a.m. Hopefully we can catch some that we hear on the radio today at the Ham Fest. This net is now being streamed on the 5-9 Radio YouTube channel, so if you want to see how you sound on the radio or miss part of the net, you can go to 59radio.com for details and a link to the channel. And we are streaming my audio and the screen from my radio directly to his channel, so you'll be able to hear exactly how you sound on this radio. This is KE0MAD, and I'm going to start taking net logger check-ins. So we'll start there. Looks like the first on the list is Dave, KE6GAE. Dave, are you out there?
Yeah, Sean, this is KE6GAE. Thanks for running the net tonight. Don't have a whole lot for the net tonight. Got back, spent the day with the grandbaby, so far I've had a good day. Got back in time to get the net, see how it works, so we've jumped in here. Appreciate you running the net. Looking forward to the Ham Fest. And while I'm sitting here listening to the rest of the net, I'm going to see if I can get a little more work done on our gateway. All right, Sean, that's all I got for the net tonight, so we'll pass it back to you, and I will kind of spot on this side. So if I hear somebody that needs to make a trip or needs to be relayed, I'll relay the message for you. All right, Sean, back to net control. KE6GAE, back to net control.
All right. Thanks a lot, Dave. And what we're going to do after every call is we're going to give a quick call to anybody monitoring. Anybody monitoring that could hear Dave, if you could give him a quick signal report and the location, just a brief signal report and location so he gets an idea of where he's being heard. So anybody hearing Dave, go ahead and give him a signal report and your location. This is KE0MAD.
K0LAF, he's S7 here in Republic.
All right, I heard K0LAF and somebody else was in there. All right, we're going to move on down the list. Thanks, Dave, and hopefully you heard a couple of signal reports come back to you. Looks like next on the list, hopefully I can hear him on the omnidirectional. If I don't, I'll move to the beam later and catch him. AA0JB, Jimmy up in Stockton. Are you hearing me tonight? That's a negative. We'll turn the beam that way a little later on when we get down to down to Marvin, and we'll pick Jimmy up then. All right, we're going to go on down to Harold, K0, Sugar, Quebec, Sugar. How you doing this evening, Harold?
K0MAD and the rest of the net, K0SQS. Doing fine, Sean. You're, of course, 5'9" here in Monad, or east of Monad at my QTH. Anyway, enjoyed breakfast this morning. It was good to see everybody there. There was quite a turnout. The first week at the Angus branch, I was kind of curious to see how many people would come to Monad. So anyway, it was great to see everybody. That's all I've got. Back to you, K0SQS.
All right, Harold, yeah, you're 5'9", 5'9" easy. Yeah, breakfast was good this morning. It was good to see everybody there. All right, Harold, I'll give a shout out to see who's hearing you tonight. Anybody hearing Harold at K0SQS, see if you guys can give him a signal report and location. This is K0MAD.
S3 in Republic.
Full scale here in Miller.
5x5, Mount Vernon, KB0RHA.
Another 5-5 in Mount Vernon, W0ZAC.
Well, sounds like you're getting out there, Harold. All right, Harold, thanks for checking in, and thanks for giving signal reports, everybody. This is K0MAD, and the next net logger check-in I have is KF0 KUA. Looks like Bob in Springfield. Go ahead there, Bob.
Just checking in to see if I can get through tonight. I've rearranged my antenna to a better location, so I'm hoping I'm getting through better this time around.
Yeah, I switched it over to the beam real quick since it was already pointed in Springfield, and you come up to a easy 5-5 once the beam was on. I could hear you without the beam. You're about a 4x4. All right, Bob, you got anything going on this evening?
No, just listening into the net and having a good time with that, and hope we hear from some people out there, and maybe we'll hear some new people as well. So that's about it for me. KF0 KUA, back to the net.
All right, Bob. Sounds good. Sounding good on the beam. All right, anybody want to give Bob KF0 KUA a signal report? Go ahead. This is KU0MAD.
This is KU6GAE, S3 in Rogersville.
He's S3 here in Republic, K0LF. No copy in Miller.
No copy, Mount Vernon.
No copy at Bodark.
All right. Well, it sounds like a few of them heard you. All right, we're going to move on down to our next net logger check-in, which is Wes, AE0OC. How you doing this evening, Wes?
Well, doing good, Sean. Thanks for running the net tonight. I found that I still have a live mic, so I've tried to cover it up the best I can, but I can't mute it, so hopefully you're not getting too much reverb off of the stream tonight from me. But in any case, you're sounding great on a full scale, obviously. So appreciate you doing this, and look forward to hearing who else can hear me.
Yeah, you're 5'9" plus, Wes. 5'9" plus 10 there or so. I'm sure you see it on the stream. All right, you got anything going on, Wes? Any projects?
Oh just working on my portable kit a little bit today, but really didn't do a whole lot. Had a great breakfast with you guys today. That was really good food, and enjoyed it a lot. Ate a light snack just a little bit before the net. That's the one other thing I ate today, so still pretty full from it.
Yeah. Well, Monday I got an early day. I think I'm gonna go up to Paris Springs and work some stations from Paris Springs. So if you're not doing anything, you want to join me, you're more than welcome. All right, I'll go ahead and let some stations come back to you with some signal reports. This is KE0MAD. Catch you later, Wes.
Full scale in Republic.
59 in Mount Vernon, W0ZAC.
We got a good hum on you, Wes, out here in Bodark.
57 in Monette, K0SQS.
59 Mount Vernon, a slight hum in it.
57 here west here in town. Sounding pretty good. Like I said, everybody knows you got the hum though.
All right, sounds like Wes got quite a few signal reports coming back to him. All right, Wes, 73s again, 59 plus 10 on my radio. This is KE0MAD with the W0AR Southwest Missouri 2-meter simplex net. Looks like next station we have on net logger is Steve, KA0SPM. Good evening, Steve. Go ahead.
All right. Well, it's been pretty great net tonight so far. Been hearing quite a number of stations direct here. KF0 KUA Bob was on a full scale, but I think he's close. But with that, I did a boot camp this morning for new hams. Just had 2, but got him going and started, and hopefully you'll hear a little more of them on the air. But that was my day, and it was quite a day. So with that, back to you, KA0SPM.
All right, very good, Steve. Yeah, you're about a 5 and 7, 5 and 6 to 5 and 7 on the Omni, and you're just touching a 5.9 on the beam. Good signal there. All right, Steve. Thanks for checking in. I'll take a standby and let you get some signal reports. This is KE0MAD.
S5 here in Rock.
Nothing in Aurora, but I got my beam pointed northwest. KA0M. S9 in Republic, K0LF.
Nothing, Mount Vernon, KB0RHA.
KE0CVU. I've got nothing on the backside of my beam, Steve.
All right, I'm not hearing any more stations. I heard a few of them in there. All right, Steve. Thanks again. Catch you later. 73s. This is KE0MAD, and looks like next on NetLogger is Marvin, N0MLP. Let's see if I can hear you, Marvin, on the Omni. K0MAD. N0MLP, KE0MAD. You copy, Marvin? Yep, no copy on Marvin. We'll move down and we'll catch Marvin and A0JB when I point the beam up north a little later. All right, this is K0MAD moving down to the next net logger check-in. Looks like Rich, KB0RHA. Good evening, Rich.
Good evening to the net. This is the first time being on. I think I'm on frequency. I'm reading 146460. So anyhow, back to net control, KB0RHA.
Yeah, it's just drifted down about a kilohertz or so. It's not bad. I hear you just fine. No problem at all. Right, Richard. Sounding good. You're 5.9 plus here in Aurora. On the omnidirectional. The beam's pointed away for you, so I won't even try the beam. You got anything going on this evening?
No, nothing this evening. I've got some big plans for this spring. Hope to put up a couple of towers and get a couple of my beams up in the air.
Yeah, I look forward to that too. All right. Well, sounding good. Thanks, Rich, for checking in. I'll go ahead and take a standby for signal reports. This is KE0MAD.
Nothing in Rogersville.
5-9, peg me here, Rich, here in Aurora.
S9 in Republic.
Same signal here in Bodark.
5-7 Monad.
All right. Well, it sounds like you got quite a few signal reports there. Sounds like you're getting out around the area pretty good. All right, Rich. 73s to you. This is K0MAD moving down to the next net logger check-in. Looks like Zach. W0ZAC. Go ahead, Zach.
Hey, good evening, Sean, and everyone on the net. Thanks for running it tonight. This is my first check-in on this one. Well, aside from the New Year's net, I missed it last month, so thanks for running it. 7-3 and back to you, W0ZAC.
All right, Zach. Yeah, you're 5'9", down here in Aurora. All right, Zach. You got any projects you're working on or anything?
Oh, still working on this replacement mast. Getting really close, really close. Got the bracket built today and on the house, so just got to put the antennas on and tilt it up.
All right. The way we keep talking about this thing, I wonder if we're going to have a christening of it. We get a little bit every week about the updates on it. All right, Zach, sounding good. I'm going to go ahead and take a standby. Let people give you some signal reports. This is KE0MAD.
5-9 in Aurora there, Zach. Sounding good.
5-9 Mount Vernon, full quieting.
S3 in Republic.
Full scale here in Miller, Zach. And Rich, I was stepped away for a second, but you had a good signal here too.
Light copy in Greenfield, no S unit, but I couldn't make out what you were saying, Zach.
5-9 plus 10. K0SQS.
Dark.
All right, with that, I hear Marvin out there. Marvin, are you copying me now? An N0MLP, KE0MAD.
Yes, sir, Sean. Thanks for running the net. Oh, my phone switch quit working, so I didn't realize it until you were coming on there saying you wasn't hearing me. So, yeah, I got you about 4 S units up here, and I'm hearing quite a few people tonight, so pretty cool. Glad to see a lot of people checking in here.
All right, Marvin. Yeah, on the Omni, you're just above the noise there, but I catch every word you're saying. All right, good to hear. I'm glad. I was kind of worried I wasn't getting you, but I was going to catch you with the beam one way or the other when I swung up to catch Jimmy. All right, sounding good, Marvin. I'm going to go ahead and take a standby. Let everybody give you some signal reports. I can hear you. This is KE0MAD.
Marvin, you're sounding 5-4 here in Aurora. I got a good, your audio's good and everything, but like I said, about a 4 signal. Kilo Alpha 0, Romeo Mike.
Nothing in Mount Vernon, KB0RHA.
Good signal as always, Marvin, here in Miller.
KE0CVU, I've got you strong and clear here at Bodark.
All right, Marvin. You got a few of them in there. 73s to you, and hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend. This is KE0MAD, and I'm going to go ahead and take the next net logger check-in, which is David, KE0CVU. Go ahead, David. You got a good strong signal.
Well, that's good. I've got, I had to turn my beam your direction. I've got an omnidirectional going up, but it's not up yet, so glad I'm making the trip back. I'm deaf on the backside of this thing, so I'm not hearing hardly anybody from Springfield. Other than that, appreciate you doing the net. I'll be waiting around. This is KE0CVU.
All right, David. Thanks for your check-in and sounding good. I'll go ahead and take a standby. Let other stations give you signal reports and locations. This is KE0MAD.
555 Mount Vernon, perfectly readable.
S9 in Republic. Like an easy 5 on the meter, but I got nothing on the meter, but boy, you sound good, nice and loud. I can hear you really well.
S9 in Aurora. KE0.
Dave, you're loud and clear here, even off the side of your beam in Miller.
S3 in Monette.
All right, you got quite a few of them in there. Dave, you sounds like you're doing pretty good on that beam. All right, 73s, David. This is KE0MAD moving down to the next net logger check-in. Looks like K0 Fox Zulu. Looks like Rodney in Springfield. Are you copying me this evening, Rodney? Well, I got a carrier there, but I didn't get any audio. Try it again, and I'll flip over the beam. Maybe I can catch you a little better. Yeah, I got a good clear carrier, but no audio at all. You got a good clear signal, but zero audio. If you'd like, we'll go ahead and I'll move down. I'll take the next net logger check, and maybe you can check out, see if you got something loose or unplugged or a setting that needs to be changed. So I'll move down from K0 Fox Zulu, and we'll go down to Tom, KC0 NSC. Tom, you hear me this evening? How about you there, Tom? KC0 NSC, KE0MAD with the beam pointed towards you. Maybe I can catch you now.
Yeah, KC0 NSC. I got about 3 S units on you now. I didn't hear you at all before. Just a bunch of noise, and somebody keeps dropping a 9 S unit carrier on me. I don't know who's doing that. Nice day, nice night. Looks like a full moon. That ought to be worth something for craziness. KC0 NSC. Thanks for holding the net. 7-3. Back to you.
All right, Tom, yeah, you're good on the beam. No, I think that S9 carrier you're hearing was from K0 Fox Zulu. He's got a good signal, but he didn't have any audio coming out of the radio. Just had a good carrier. All right, Tom, I'll take a standby. I'll let stations give you signal reports, and then I'm gonna try the K0 Fox Zulu again before I move on. So I'll take a standby for signal reports for Tom there, KC0 NSA. This is KE0MAD.
S5 in Republic.
Nothing heard, Mount Vernon.
1x1 here in Aurora on my omnidirectional.
No copy in Miller.
This is KE0CVU. I got nothing on the Omni and nothing on the beams. Sorry.
All right, Tom. You got at least a couple of them in there. Good hearing from you tonight, and hopefully we can hear from you tomorrow night on the other net. KC0NSC, KE0MAD. You're about a 5.5 over here in Aurora. All right, I'm gonna move back up the list to the K0 Fox Zulu. See if looks like Rodney has got his audio situation figured out. Go ahead there, Rodney. Well, nothing heard. We'll come on back. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna swing the beam up over towards Stockton country up there and see if I can catch AA0JB on the beam, and then we'll move on down to take over the radio check-ins. So this is KE0MAD. Jimmy, AA0JB, are you copying me on the beam? AA0JB, Jimmy, are you out there? This is KE0MAD, pointed up towards Stockton. Oh, nothing heard. All right. Well, this is KE0MAD. I'm going to switch back over to omnidirectional, and I'm going to start taking over the air check-ins. Well, let's see. Looks like we got another net logger check-in just popped up here. Let me get a couple of these guys checked in. I'll be right back. This is KE0MAD.
AA0JB on the vertical.
Hey, there he is. AA0JB. KE0MAD. I'm hearing you good there, Jimmy. Back to you.
Yeah, Sean, I've got you probably about a 2-2. I can make out most of what you're saying there, but I'm kind of tucked behind this little hill here, over.
Yeah, you're better. You're a little better than 2-2. You're probably a 5.5, 5.4. I hear you very clear. Just a little bit of static, and it's not on your end. It's the power pole I'm pointing up towards you. So I'm having to listen through this stupid power pole. All right, Jimmy. I'm going to take a standby and let other stations, if anybody's hearing you, give you signal reports and their location. So 73 is to you, Jimmy. Thanks for checking in. This is KE0MAD.
All right, thanks, Sean. I appreciate it. I'm hearing west.
Nothing heard, Mount Vernon.
0JB.
Jimmy, you're smoking in the green field just like Wes does.
Got a 1 but 2 here in Aurora.
Thanks, Marvin.
Got double with him. Jimmy, you're coming in loud and clear here in Miller. Not quite full scale, but pretty close.
Yeah, I've got both you guys just room full of you, full quieting, but hey, just the way it goes. AA0JB.
I've got nothing in boat arms, but I'm pointing west-southwest.
S3 in Republic.
All right. Well, you got a few of them in there anyway. All right, Jimmy. I switched over to the Omni, so you may not be able to hear me now. This is KE0MAD. I've got a couple more net logger check-ins. Looks like Kilo 0 Sierra Golf Foxtrot shows Springfield Ham Club, so we'll see who that is. Go ahead.
KC0QA for K0STF. It was supposed to be me that went in there. I don't know what happened to it, but anyway, I was here, last weekend, and discovered that it's only once a month, so I had to come back this weekend just to see if I could get in. And I'm here now, so that's get in here and make one for the log. Hi.
Okay, what'd you say your call sign was again?
Kilo Charlie 0 Quebec Alpha.
Okay, well, we got you, at least got your call sign in there corrected. All right, you got any big plans this weekend or anything technical going on radio-wise?
Well, it's supposed to be nice tomorrow, so hopefully I can get outside and work on my HF antenna. I've got a double string inverted V dipole, and I think I'm going to have to pull it down and make it a single string because I'm running a fan, and for some reason it just does not want to play nice with a fan. I need to find somebody who's got a antenna analyzer and get them to look at it. But anyway, try to get that fixed and see what I can do about getting back on HF a little bit here and there. Yeah,
that sounds good. All right. Well, I wish you the best of luck to that. So I'll take a standby and let people give you some signal reports and their locations so you can kind of get an idea of where that signal's going. KC0 Quebec Alpha from KE0 MAD. I'll take standby.
F4 in Rogersville.
5-9 Aurora.
Full scale in Republic.
Full scale's right in with the noise level, Mount Vernon.
Good copy here in Greenfield. S4 on the meter sounding good. 0 NLP.
Good copy in Miller.
Well, that's good, considering I'm running about 100 watts here. KC0 QA.
All right. Thanks again for checking in. Hopefully we can catch you next month when we do this again. Hopefully we can catch you at the Hamfest coming up here in a couple weeks. All right. I'm going to go ahead and move on down to K0LAF. Over there in, I believe you're in the Republic, remember, right? It's K0MAD. Go ahead.
Yeah, K0MAD and the group K0LAF. Just wanted to say good evening to everybody. Nothing exciting happening around here. Got a bunch of brake parts by FedEx the other day, so I'm hoping to get them installed on my Jeep before the rain and the cooler weather starts again. That's about it from Republic. K0LF.
Yeah, you're 5.9 plus over here in Aurora. Good signal. All right. Yeah, that definitely don't want to be working on that stuff when it's freezing cold out there, and it looks like it's going to get back down there for a little while, at least for a week anyway, from the way it's looking like. All right, I'll take a standby so you can get some signal reports. You should be doing pretty good because you're 5.9 plus over here. K0LAF, K0MAD. I'll take a standby.
5-9 plus 10 in Aurora.
S5 in Monette.
5-8 Mount Vernon.
Got a good copy on you here in Greenfield. Not showing up on the meter, but audio's good and clear. No problem picking you up, sir. Sound good out this way. 0 NLP.
Good copy here in Miller, Charlie.
KE0 CVU, I've got you nice and clear here in Bodark. Sorry, I don't have a meter, but you're making my little line go red.
All right. Well, you're getting out there pretty good. All right. Thank you very much for checking in. Hopefully we can catch you on the next one in a month. Maybe we have to do these a little more often a month. All right. This is K0MAD. It doesn't look like I've got. Oh, yeah, I do have a. Well, maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Let's see if I got any more NetLogger check-ins. Nope. Does not look like we do. Let's go back to K0 Fox Zulu and see if he's got his audio situation figured out. K0 Fox Zulu from K0MAD.
K0Z.
Oh yeah, there you go. You're at least 5.7. Good signal.
All right. Yeah, it's a matter of learning how to use this new radio, and I say new because I just haven't had much time to play around with it. It went to Mike's gain went to 0, and at the
get it back on there. But glad you can hear me. I'm hearing quite a few stations. I heard K0LAF is coming in at good 5.9 here as well. So back to you, K0 set.
All right. Well, I thank you for checking in, and I'm glad we were able to catch back up with you, and you got that audio going. Sounds good. No problem at all. All right, I'll take a standby, and I'll let stations give you signal reports and locations. This is KE0MAD.
5-3 in Aurora.
Nothing heard, Mount Vernon. Full scale in Springfield.
Well, I can tell he was there in Miller, but just barely.
All right, you had a few of them in there. All right, 73s to you. And again, I'm glad we were able to catch back up with you. All right, looks like we don't have any more net logger check-ins. Oh, well, who did I miss here? Looks like I missed KF6OZ. Oh, you just checked in. Okay, I thought I was forgetting you. Sorry, Mel. All right, KF6OZ. Mel, how you doing this evening?
Oh, I'm smiling. I just snuck in there on you and slipped one on that logger. I know you'd been looking and it had been vacant for a while. I'd been doing something else and I got distracted here. Should have been in here sooner. I might have heard a lot of fun things going on here on the net. But all is well here. I'm just messing with a new used computer I'm trying to bring up. And thanks for running the net. Looks like you had a good round here tonight. I brought up net loggers so I could see what was going on. 73s to you and to all that's on the net monitoring. KE0MAD, this is KF6OZ. Over.
All right, Mel. KF6OZ, KE0MAD, 5.9 in Aurora. Sounding good and clear, as usual. All right, Mel. I'm going to take a standby and let you get a round of signal reports and locations, and then we'll move on. Thank you very much. 73s, I'll take a standby. KE0MAD.
3 before in Aurora, but I'm not pointing towards him either.
5-9, Mount Vernon.
S3, Bonehead.
No copy in Republic.
Full scale here in Miller, AE0OC.
All right, you had a few of them in there, Mel. 73s, thanks for checking in. I guess we'll see you at the meeting next weekend. KF6OZ, KE0MAD, 73s to you. And that is the bottom of the list now. And I just checked. I know that's the bottom. All right, so I'm going to take over-the-air check-ins. This is Kilo Echo Zero, Mike Alpha Delta in Aurora, Missouri. Anybody want to check in to the 4-6 Simplex Net, please call now.
Kilo Alpha Zero, Romeo Mike, KA0M, Bob in Aurora.
KE0LTG, Aurora.
All right, we got a couple of you in there. KA0RM and KE0LTG. Bob, how are you doing this evening?
Pretty good there, Sean. I got my beam up towards Springfield, so I'm probably blowing them off the map up that way, but the rest of you may not be able to hear me doing, but doing pretty good. Had a better copy on mail on my GP9 than I did my beam. I could hear him on the beam, but he's real weak. But that's about it, so having a pretty good run there tonight, Sean. Sound like Kilo Alpha Zero, Romeo Mike, back to you.
All right, Bob. Yeah, you're about a 1x1 signal. Barely hear you. Anyway, I'll give a pass round of stations that might be able to hear your weak station. Just kidding. This is KE0MAD. I'll go ahead and take a standby for signal reports and locations.
S3 in Rogersville.
Full scale, Mount Vernon.
59 plus 10. K0SQS.
Full scale in Republic.
For me, because I didn't hear you at all, but I know you were there. You started to come in for a second and faded away, but I normally get you about an S4, S3, S4 up here. N0MLP.
All right, yeah, Marvin, he's on the beam, so he may not have been able to hear you. But Marvin gave you he said he knew you were in there. But again, Marvin, he's on the beam, so he may not have. That's probably the reason why. All right, Bob, 73's sounding good. Let's move on down to Lawrence, KE0LTG. How are you doing this evening, Lawrence?
Well, doing good. I was able to get some windshield wiper blades on my van today, so I was glad to get that taken care of. And decided while it was warm, I'd jump out on the bicycle and roll around the neighborhood a little bit. First time I've been on the bicycle this year, so anyway, it's nice to be outdoors a little bit when it warmed up. And there at Hardee's, and a guy today was saying the 12th of this month is the daylight savings time switch. Do anyone know if we're going to jump forward this year, or are they going to leave it alone, or what's supposed to happen on the daylight savings time?
Well, I'm going to assume they're going to jump forward, but I'll take a quiet standby and see if anybody else has anything to chime in about that. This is K0MAD.
Lawrence, they said on news the other night they're talking about making it year-round. I don't know if they made a decision or not.
Yeah, I keep hearing one saying yes, one saying no, and maybe, and they wasn't sure, and then they was going to vote this or that. So I know from checking the calendar it is the 12th, but the thing is I haven't heard exactly where they want to leave it, either forward or behind. Seemed like it'd be a good idea with the electrical problem to take advantage of the daylight.
I think that's what they'll probably do, daylight saving time. I don't know. I don't like it, but anyway.
Well, that's about all I have. I did enjoy the bike ride to be out around the neighborhood a little bit, so I'll let some of the others come in and visit. KE0LTG, Claire.
All right, Lawrence. Yeah, you're 5'9" plus about 50 dB. So, of course, we're only about, I don't know, maybe a half a mile apart. All right, I'll take a standby. Any stations I can hear Lawrence, KE0LTG, go ahead and give them a signal report. This is KE0MAD.
59 plus, Mount Vernon.
Full scale in Republic.
59 plus 20 in Monette.
Just barely hear you, Lawrence and Aurora.
About half scale here in Miller.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and move on down. Thanks for checking in, Lawrence. 73's to you. This is KE0MAD with the W0AR Simplex Net. And coming from Aurora, Missouri. Anybody else want to check into the Simplex Net, please call now. This is Kilo Echo Zero, Mike Alpha Delta. Sean in Aurora, Missouri, looking for more check-ins for the 146-460 Simplex Net. Anybody wanting to check in, please call now.
Kilo Foxtrot 0, Hotel Oscar Delta, KF0, HOD, Bob and Boaz, 46 Simplex.
All right, Bob, I got you. Yep, 5'9". Clear, good audio. How you doing this evening?
Doing well, thanks. Appreciate it, Sean. And Appreciate you checking the net. I forgot what simplex frequency we were using, so I just signed on here just a minute ago. Heard you with the last station, but had no copy of the other side. Back to you. Over.
All right, Bob. Yeah, I'm glad we were able to get you on here. Yeah, we missed you at breakfast this morning, but hey, maybe when you get down here, moved into town, we'll see you a little more often. All right, I'll go ahead and take a standby, Bob, and I'll let other stations give you signal reports and locations, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn the beam on and see if there's any more stations in Springfield that just need a little extra gain for me to be able to hear them. This is K0MAD.
S7.
5-9 in Aurora there, Bob.
Right in with the noise level.
KF0 HOD copied good in Aurora, and somebody said they had a 7, and I'm interested where that was. Over.
Bob, it was an S7 in Rogersville.
QSL, thank you very much. Probably this QTH will last a couple more weeks, and then we'll be relocated to Aurora, and we'll see how the signal looks there. Back to net controls, this is KF0 HOD.
You're full scale in Republic, Bob.
Roger, thank you.
All right, thanks, Bob, for checking in. And hopefully we'll catch you on the Monday and Tuesday night net. This is K0MAD. I've got the beam pointed towards Springfield. Maybe anybody is having a hard time hearing me on the Omni. We'll try the beam. This is Kilo Echo 0, Mike Alpha Delta. Anybody want to check into the 14646 Simplex net, please call now. Yeah, we'll try again. This is Kilo Echo 0, Mike Alpha Delta. See if there's any more check-ins for the 14646 Simplex net, pointing towards Springfield at the moment. This is K0MAD. Okay, nothing heard. I'm going to go ahead and spin the antenna around to the south. Maybe if we got anybody from down around Arkansas, Rogers, Springdale in there. If we've got any conditions, we'll try that one last time before we call this net a completion. So I will call once the beam gets rotated that way. This is K0MAD. I'm on the Omni right now. Anybody else wanting to check in? Okay, nothing heard. This is Kilo Echo 0, Mike Alpha Delta, pointing down towards Rogers and Springdale, off to the south-southwest. Anybody from down around Cassville, down into Rogers and Springdale that wants to check in, please call now. All right, nothing heard from that direction. I'm going to switch over to the omnidirectional and close this net out.
Sean, you might try pointing towards Joplin. I know that Lane had talked about trying to get on.
Okay, I'll go ahead and try, we'll try Joplin. Beam's working its way that way right now. All right, this is KE0MAD, Kilo Echo Zero, Mike Alpha Delta. Got the beam pointed towards Joplin. Do we have anybody around Joplin or into Pittsburgh, Kansas, into that area that'd like to check into the W0AR or Saturday Simplex Net? Please call now. Well, nothing heard. This is Kilo Echo Zero, Mike Alpha Delta. I'm going to make one last call on the omnidirectional, and then we'll close the net. This is KE0MAD. Anybody want to check in to the 14646 Simplex Net? Please call now. All right, nothing heard. Anyway, we had 20 check-ins, including, well, we'll call it 19 check-ins, because one of those check-ins was a New Hampshire station that's just monitoring on YouTube. I think is where he must be monitoring at. November Bravo 9 Delta. So if you're listening to us, November Bravo 9 Delta, Neil, we're gonna wave a hand at you and say 73s if you're monitoring the stream there. So thanks for listening into our net. And I'm going to take one last listen here for stations, and then we're going to close it out. Anybody else? All right, that's it. We're going to call it 20, including myself with Neil there. This is KE0MAD. I'm going to return the 14646 back to normal amateur radio use. Thanks everybody for participating. It's good hearing from everybody. It's KE0MAD. I am clear.
AE0OC, this is KE0CVU.
Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, just want to make sure I'm making the trip. I've got it pointed west, just a hair north, and didn't know if it was making the trip over to you or not.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're coming in full scale over here.
Got it. Well, if I can get that G9 up, it ought to work pretty good. But it sounds like this little beam does its job, but man, it's deaf on the backside.
Well, I was hearing you off the side, full scale here off of your beam too when you were pointing south.
Well, yeah, I couldn't hear anybody from Springfield though.
Yeah, you and I are pretty close together though. There's not many miles between us. I'm not sure. I never have looked it up to see, but probably 15 or so at the most.
Yeah, that's about all. Well, I'm going to spin her back around. Good talking to you, and you guys have a good weekend. This is KE0CVU.
All right, Dave. It was good to hear you tonight. I'm glad you were on there. AE0OC.
AA0JB.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
Yeah, I was trying to get Sean's attention. I was going to go over on the sideband for a little bit, see if I could hear anybody that wanted to join me over there on 144-200 on horizontal over.
All right, well, I'll step aside and see if he answers you. AE0OC.
Yeah, you may have to nudge him for me. I don't think he can hear me too well.
KE0MAD, AE0OC, you still on?
Yep, I had to point the beam up there. I heard you talking to him, so I pointed the beam up. This is KE0MAD.
Yeah, Sean, you copy AA0JB. I've got you in the noise there. Go ahead.
Yep, I'm copying you. You're good and clear. You must have a lot of noise up there.
Oh.
Well, you know, I'm still dealing with that noise issue, so that doesn't help things. I can't run the preamp. But anyway, I was going to flip over to 144-200 on horizontal on sideband, see if anybody's around up there.
I've got to work on getting that open mic closed up, but excuse me. In the meantime, thanks for being on the live stream tonight, and we'll catch you in a month.
K0MADQS1.